The world that they offer you is gray and promises dystopian control. They offer you safety and security purchased with the currency of your freedoms. But on this channel, we say absolutely not. The warmth and freedom of individual liberty will pass on from us to the next generation, and it starts right now. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, how we're going to fix this bad boy together, mostly by kicking tyrants right in the teeth. The content that I'm going to show you right now is probably going to make you smile ear to ear because this is something that just happened today. Texas just officially banned on a state level red flag laws. We're going to go into why that's so important. I'm going to show you what's going on. This is going to be one of those midday snack videos, so make sure you send this one out. You hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. You alone are defeating the YouTube censorship algorithm, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you in advance for doing that. All right, guys. Per usual, everything is linked in the description box below. I always bring the receipts and jump over on X at Braden LOA. We are having a ball over there. And it's an amazing way for us to interact, drop some memes, share some things, make fun of some lefties, because I'll be quite honest, I'm picking up a rather antagonistic tone as of late because I'm just enjoying it. So make sure, at Braden LOA on X. Now, let's get into the midday snack before we go into the soup du jour later this evening. All right, this is the news, guys. Red flag laws are banned in Texas. The Anti-Red Flag Act is heading to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. Special thanks to these individuals, the chairman, blah, 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 for putting in the work to bring SB 1362 home. Now, the reason that this is so massively important is because, obviously, red flag laws are insanely unconstitutional. If there's ever been an example of putting safety over rights, red flag laws would be it. So if you're not familiar, real high primer on them. Basically, someone can say you're bad, you lose your guns out of an abundance of caution without you getting to face your accuser or preponderance of evidence against you. You're assumed guilty until you have to prove you're innocent, and you lose your rights in the process. All the while, you have no idea it's happening until cops show up at your door. Okay? That's what we're dealing with here. Insanely unconstitutional. But Texas says, not today, Satan, and I'm here for it. Now, one of the reasons that this is so incredibly important is because the red flag laws, along with all the other gun control pet projects, they always do this thing. They start in blue, safe cities that they're never going to lose control over because they're controlled insanely tightly by the Democrats. And they'll always do these really invasive, unconstitutional actions. They won't face any consequences, and they'll use it as kind of like an incubator or a test tube. Right? Think about all the gun control that they do through the permitting schemes, all the gun control they do with the insurance scams. It's all done in blue cities because there's no consequence. It's a safe harbor for them. Well, they've now done the exact inverse in Texas, where we basically said in our red little bastion of freedom, bump you no. No red flag laws for the entire state. Now, I would be remiss if I did not tell you a big rhino who's up for re-election, who was very handy in red flag laws, loves them from red flag laws, Senator John Cornyn. Listen to him here, because I tell you what, this guy cannot get out of his own way. Check this out.
Senator John Cornyn say they're willing to consider red flag laws to keep guns away from people who shouldn't have them.
There is a concern about due process and about abuses, but we're interested in trying to do whatever we can to save more lives.
The senator said Senator John.
There are some concerns around due process, but we're going to do whatever we can do. Yeah, the sooner that this guy gets out of Congress, the better. And by the way, his reelection is not looking great. We're going to pour onto that fire with every bit of kerosene we can find. All right. Anyway, continuing on with the victory of the day for the midday snack. As you can see again, red flag laws have been banned. That's the third meeting where it must pass before tomorrow night. That's a previous post. It has now officially passed. Going back to this bad boy right here. It has passed. All right, now this is in association with National Association for Gun Rights, a very good fighting force on the rights side of the aisle. And there they are right there themselves. National Association for Gun Rights, huge news for Texas. More states should follow their lead, outlaw the horrible and unconstitutional practice of red flag laws for good. And I particularly like that. Take your red flags and turn them into coats, you traitors. I love that. Because Genuinely, guys, this is one of the most unconstitutional things that has been floated under the guise of safety that we've ever seen. And it's caught on like wildfire with the left because anytime you can take guns is that hot sexy for them. But on the right, it's this little flirtation with danger of just enough infringement, but also providing that safety. It's a temptation. Let's go ahead and kill that forever. That's what they just did in Texas. And as they said at NAGR, Texas was the first one. It happens a lot where Texas does things for the first time and everyone else follows suit. Let's freaking go. Red flag laws, completely killed, gone forever in the state of Texas, never to return, or we shall rise again and destroy them again. All right, guys, that was the Midday Snack. I hope you enjoyed that little dose of freedom, and I will see you in a couple hours for the live where I can't wait to show you what's happening because this one you're going to love. See you then.